All right, so here's how we fix this transmission snout or sleeve. So we've got the Luck or Luke, whatever pronunciation it is, clutch kit that comes with the repair sleeve. So basically, you get this sleeve. It's got some set screws on it. I put a little dab of a Loctite in there. Make sure this thing never comes off, right? And basically, this sleeve with the collar side here and the set screws goes towards the base of this. So we cleaned up the snout here, little emery cloth, just tried to clean it up as best we could, and it's just going to slide right over just like that, nice and easy. So it slides over. Gonna tighten down the set screws. Now this kit of course didn't come with an Allen key to tighten down the set screws, but you got the one on the top, you got the one on the bottom there. It was like a 2.5mm Allen key, I think is what I used. This kit comes with a little tube of, spline grease to put on the spline and on this sleeve as well. You'll definitely want to, not overload it, but make sure there's a good layer on that. A lot of the issues that come up with these are from lack of lubrication. So you can use this on the sleeve, the splines. We're going to replace that pivot ball, put some grease on that as well, and then get this all kind of cleaned back up, ready to go. Now here's some of the parts. This is what they call the support for the release fork. It's just this little ball pivot release thing here. Break this guy free with a 19mm like deep socket, and he just twists right on out like that. That's all it is. Little ball. You could clean it up. I mean, you don't have to replace this, but might as well. It's a cheap enough part, easy enough. This is the part from Subaru. If you want the number off of that guy, 30537AA061. So that's that part. Then we've got a new fork here. It's part number for the fork. And then you can also see on the inside of the old fork, there's this spring here, release spring. So we got that as well, right here. Part number for that. And then also what I'm going to replace is these bushings for the shifter. So this is like your front bushing. They call it, a stay bushing. That's the part number for the front one. And then you've got, this is the rear one. They call it a cushion. That's the number there. This is going to be the one that bolts up to the body. So with the transmission out, you can see it's a lot easier to replace these. Front bushing down there, right? This guy. And then this one over here is the rear one, 2 bolts right there for you. So we're gonna replace those as well. Clutch, we're gonna use the one that came in the kit. This one comes with new 2 springs for the release fork on the throw out bearing or release bearing. There's little ones on the side. If I can find where I put the bearing, here it is. And they'll kind of go on these sides here. Subaru also sent me them. I don't know if they're different with this oversized bearing or not. They didn't give me a part number, but they just kind of throw them in the bag and good enough, I guess. So, if we have to use those, we will. If we can use the ones that came in the kit, we'll use those too. All right, so let me show you how this release bearing works on these. Basically, we have the fork here, which you can see there. I put the new release spring and then a little bit of grease in here. That's where it's going to rest on that pivot ball. And then the release bearing itself doesn't really sit flush on these. It kind of moves around a little bit. But that's what those 2 springs are for. So this is the enlarged throwout bearing to fix the snout, but it does still work with the factory sleeve clips, sleeve springs they'll call them. They're a little bit tricky, but you could see there's like a little indent here, and then this one wraps up around on this side, and on the reverse it's the opposite. This one is going to go down, up and around like that. There's like little tiny holes here. I don't know if you can see that, where this spring will go into the fork, and then you just kind of have to push it around to lock into these clips here. So we already greased the sleeve, snout, whatever you want to call it. You can put a little bit, more on this if you want to. Fucking lube is key, So you don't want to drown it. You don't want shit flying everywhere, but thin layer, that'll work just fine. These are the clips. So you can see there's two of them there. They're kind of put together like some half-ass looking heart, but these are the clips. Factory ones worked fine, so we're going to use those. These clutch kits usually come with everything you need. Installation tool for the clutch disc itself. This one came with a pilot bearing or bushing for the flywheel. We don't need that because we already got one. If you buy the factory flywheel, it's already in the flywheel, so we don't have to worry about it. If you were reusing your flywheel, you could hammer out the bearing with like a socket or something, and then just hammer this one in. Not much to that. Don't need it. But this will now slide up into the transmission, rest on that pivot ball, and this is where it's going to actuate from. So this ball detent up at the top, this is where your slave cylinder is going to make contact. We'll put a little bit of grease there. You don't want to have any stupid noises happening after you do this big job. So a little grease at all the contact points, and we should be in good shape. All right, now you can see it installed here. Fork goes up in through this little rubber grommet right here where that pivot ball is. I try to just load it up as one assembly, slide the release bearing down this, press this until it kind of pops into place around that spring, and then you're good to go. You got full smooth movement again. It's working nice. That's what you want. So we should be in good shape. So if you ever come across an issue with a throwout bearing that is completely destroyed, they do make these sleeve repair kits that they work pretty good. I talked to my transmission rebuilder on it. He said that he's had pretty good success, pretty much puts them on everything whether or not it needs it, kind of just as like a preventative thing, which is a good idea too, especially because for whatever reason on these Subarus it's almost like every time you have to do a clutch on them, they're kind of fucked up. So not for nothing, buy the clutch kit that's got the repair sleeve and you won't have any problems to worry about,